Oh, I love this series. I love this series so much. That ending. So beautiful, man. That ending is so beautiful. It just gives you those fucking feels. I like, oh man, this series, Oh the Heart of Ride, oh my god, it is so fucking good. I don't know why anyone wouldn't want to watch this. It is literally, by far, one of my favorite romances I have seen from this anime year, in general, because of how it's being handled. Seeing that ending segment when Futaba is making a decision of, if he stays on the train, I don't love him. If he gets off the train, I love him, and so forth. And you see her going back and forth with this entire statement in this episode. It really just hits home. I'm like, oh my god, it's so freaking sad. Because, I mean, you have that entire moment, like, where she's like, okay, if he doesn't get off, I will give up. But then he gets off, and then you're like, oh my god. They tried to build suspension in that entire scene. They blocked out the entire section, most likely where Ko would be standing, which makes it really freaking depressing, because at first I thought he left on the train. That's what I thought. I thought, you know, he didn't stay and wait around, but then I was trolled, and he got off the train. I'm like, oh my god. Here's the thing. With this, the main thing that happens is now Futaba knows she loves him. She definitely knows that. Now, we don't know how Ko really feels about Futaba. I mean, I made my theories and guesses. I said most likely he does love her, but I don't know. But the big thing is, Futaba does love him. She even announces it at the end of this episode. It's the final thing in this episode. It's literally the final line. What this does is, it opens up the drama. Last episode, the drama began because Yuri stated that she was in love with Ko. She said she was starting to love him. And in this episode, you felt that, you know, tension and drama starting to build a little bit in this episode, especially between Yuri and Futaba right at the beginning of the episode, because Yuri didn't get a text message back from Futaba because Futaba was in an emotional state because she couldn't believe that Yuri liked Ko. And so, the big thing here is that Futaba now knows she loves him, and she doesn't want to give him up, but she also knows that she might lose her friend in the process. And this right here, as a character, Futaba at the beginning of this series, as we've already seen, it was, you know, like, didn't have any friends, didn't have any true friends, and so this is the first time she's really taken that step forward to have friends, and then to get to the point to where she have friends, and now she's at that point to where she might have to lose a friend, a true friend, because of romance. That is the big thing that pops up in this episode, because it's really sad seeing how Futaba might have to give up Yuri's friendship just for Ko. And so, I wonder how this is going to develop, because it definitely was a very sad ending. This episode all around was fucking good. Oh my god. The animation of this series is just... it is that good. It's fucking good. 9 out of 10 episodes, seriously. It was a 9 out of 10 fucking episode. It was just that freaking good. It was just a very good episode. It was just a very good episode. I mean, it was fucking amazing getting to see just the tension and feels that this episode managed to make me feel. And honestly, I don't know if it's just me, but I love every single individual character in the series. Not just Futaba and Ko, but I love Yuri. I love the girl that, you know, loves the teacher, the sensei. I mean, I love all the characters. They're all cool. And just, personally, this series, man, I look forward to it every freaking Monday when it's released, because it is just that damn epic. It is literally that damn epic because of the romance. The romance is just so good. And, man, this really makes me want to read the manga. That's how good this episode was, because of the feels. Oh, man. Someone tell me, am I the only one that feels like this to this series? Because this series really gives me those freaking, it gives that passion in my heart, man. It really gives the passion, like, of the happiness that is betrayed in this, and the sadness and so forth. Am I the only one that is really enjoying this fucking series this much? Because it is just that freaking good. It doesn't need action, it just needs these characters. That's all it needs. For instance, I look for gory, violent anime, yes, but sometimes I love my romance, and this series is definitely everything I look into for a romance anime. It's given me all my expectations I've had for this series, and it's given me even more. I walked into this series not thinking it was going to be this fucking good, and it gets better and better each freaking week, and it's continuing to surprise me by the freaking episode. It literally is. Oh, I love this. So tell me your thoughts about this episode of Oh Heart of the Ride. I mean, did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite moments about it? What do you feel about the romance? Let me know in the comments below. I love all of you so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.